Welcome to Race 5, the Unlimited Hydroplane League, gathering once again on Mission Bay in San Diego. Drivers who are scattered all across North America have earned their way into the final heat. The winner-take-all final. Brian Montgomery will not be there. The Summo Records boat having a tough day. Brian, one of the point leaders, will not make it, and here's why. Got into the rooster tail of brother Craig Montgomery's boat, got high into the sky, and his day ended right there. So Brian will not be in our final. Normally one of the very fast boats coming on the outside. Also national high point leader, and this will hurt there. Bob Hubbard, a brand new entry for us, the red and green Oh Boy Oberto. More about him in a moment. Greg Adams, a familiar entrant in the final. In the Miss Permatex, the white and orange boat with piston power. Brand new paint job for Courtney Johnston. It's now Miss Snap-on Tools. Red and white on the Courtney Johnston entry. Craig Montgomery, the familiar blue and yellow Spam boat, always a front runner. Kind of likes the outside, the fast lane out there. David Jakes will take the inside, thank you. And Miss Canada, the red and white boat. David a winner a couple of times so far in the series. Definitely a boat to contend with. And look at JP, what he's done to his boat. It's now Miss Fab Groups with a brand new blue and white paint job and a different cowling. Bob Hubbard, a brand new entry, driving an Oh Boy Oberto, the red and green boat. We don't know a lot about Bob. We'll have to wait and see what his strategy is. Jeff Yeager, once again, had to make his way through the provisional. He is in the final after winning the provisional, but he will be a trailer boat and will be behind the field at the start. That is David Jakes, Miss Canada, the red and white boat. On the backstretch, he's very early. He's going to have to slow down at some point. He is in pursuit of the inside. Here comes Courtney onto the backstretch. Still early, but he's behind David. We'll see how this sorts out. Greg Adams is where he wants to be, apparently. Going slowly on the backstretch, just ahead of the 1 minute mark. Now, some of the drivers are back a ways and going faster. There comes Courtney in that Snap-on Tools bright red paint job. And we'll see exactly how this works out. David Jakes now coming up behind Courtney. Boy, he's really going fast. He's going to go right by a couple of boats and into the first turn very, very early. Over 40 seconds to go, and David Jakes has Miss Canada already in the final turn. He has to park the boat and let the clock run, and that's what he does right there. He has lane one, but boy, did he give up a lot of speed to get it. Courtney Johnston looks like he'll have lane two. He'll pull up beside David, and then Greg Adams is going to come up behind all the rest of the field there, out into the third lane. But all three of those drivers are going to be very, very early. Now the fast field is back behind them, and here they come. Craig Montgomery, JP, and the rest of the guys are up at speed, and it's going to be a question of whether the three guys on the inside can get up to racing speed. They're not there yet. 3, 2, 1. Here's the start, and look at the boats on the outside. That was JP closest to you in about lane 7, and Craig Montgomery in lane 4 or 5 has the Spam boat flying. He is the early leader. He almost has the overlap on the boats to his left as they go into the first turn. As they come out of it, Craig is maintaining about lane 4 and leaving room for the guys to his left, but he really put a start on them. The battle for the inside cost a couple of guys a lot of speed. David Jakes and Courtney Johnston may be paying for that now as they are in pursuit. There they are, and you can see the overlap that Craig has already out there in the blue and yellow boat. Great race for second and third place. They have to battle each other and hope that in the course of doing so they can gain some ground on the leader, Craig, who is on the outside and really, really running fast. Craig is running just about his qualifying line. Swinging wide in the straightaways. Then coming into the apex, your leader is Craig, then Courtney, David, Greg, Jeff, JP, and Bob at the end of lap 1. And once again, we go into the north turn with Craig leading by an overlap and then some over David and Courtney. Here comes Greg Adams in the white and orange boat. It looks like Jeff Yeager may be moving up to do some racing with him there. Pretty good racing back there for 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th place. The field still very tightly bunched. Here they come at you. The first boat to turn left is the Spam boat, the blue and yellow boat. He is still the leader. He's on the outside. He's running a bigger race course, but at much higher speed, and that's working out okay. You saw JP and Jeff Yeager back there running in 5th and 6th. Bob Hubbard, I believe, has dropped back to 7th place now. There you saw the overlap that Craig has in first place. Greg Adams still in 4th. with David and Courtney in between and battling for second and third. There's the end of lap 2. 3 laps to go. Craig Montgomery's strategy working so far. He can pretty much dictate the line out there. And he's doing so, choosing to stay wide. And as I said, he's running pretty much the line that the guys use in qualifying, swinging out to about lane 4. He can come into the apex at the turn because he has the overlap on the second and third place boats. That's going to make it very hard to catch Craig. He can pretty much run any line he wants. Good look there at Jeff Yeager in the Starbucks boat. Now you see the race for second and third as David on the inside has gained a little bit of an advantage on Courtney. Then it's back to Greg Adams still in fourth place. And here they come, across start finish one more time. Finishing lap 3, it's Craig, David, Courtney, then Greg Adams, Jeff, Bob, and JP has dropped back into 7th place now. May have had a problem back there as he got into some traffic. Still running very well though. Look at the race for second and third now. A little more room between David on the inside and Courtney. Here is Greg Adams running in 4th place. Doesn't appear to have any problems with anybody's rooster tail. At the time, he's able to move over onto the buoy line and maybe make up some ground in there. Here come your second and third place boats. The leader is out of your picture to the left, and you'll see him come across. There he is. That's Craig swinging right. Oh, there's some problems. JP got into the air. Apparently hit a rooster tail or a bump out there, and that'll set him back a little bit. You saw Bob Hubbard come through your picture in that Alberta boat, and here's your leader, Craig Montgomery. Team Spam. Running very, very well on the outside. His lap times, every lap, look at the difference there. He's picking up ground on the second and third place boats. Running very, very fast laps out in about lane 4. David Jakes now, a little bit of a lead over Courtney Johnston for that race for second and third. And here's a close-up of that. Oh, look at Courtney got over almost into the rooster tail. And that would have been costly because third place points certainly better than a DNF. So he'll have to be a little bit careful back there. Boy, he's running very close to that rooster tail. Look at this race for second and third. Those guys just continue to battle. I believe that Courtney actually has moved up a little bit on David on this lap. Now he's going to swing wider, try to keep his boat speed up, and we'll see how this works out as they come on to the straightaway once again. The race for second and third. Again, the leader is the blue and yellow Spam boat way out ahead. And look at this, Courtney now is pulling up beside David Jakes. Good race there, but the winner is Craig Montgomery. The finish, it's Courtney, then David Jakes, then Greg Adams, Bob Hubbard, Jeff Yeager, and that is your top 6. Interesting race as 3 boats went to the inside, trolling for position, gave up a lot of speed, and this is the way it looked. Here is the start. You see the 3 boats off to your right, and look at the speed coming on your left on the outside. The 2 blue boats, Craig Montgomery and JP Boland, just blow by them at the starting line, and that was pretty much the story of the race. Here's another view. Remember, the 3 boats on the inside slowed way down to get those spots, gave up a lot of speed, and the guys on the inside, on the outside rather, made them pay. Craig Montgomery motored right by into first place, moved out ahead and improved his position, running lap times faster than anyone else in the field throughout that heat. So congratulations, Craig Montgomery having a good day, picking up 1,425 points and the big trophy for the victory here in the final heat. Running down the rest of the field, these are the points scored on the day. Down through the 13 boats who competed, only 7, of course, made the final. And this is what it does to the season point standings. David Jakes and Miss Canada with a good finish in first place. Craig moves up into second place ahead of brother Brian, who did not make the final. So a little bit of a shake-up there in the top 3. Rounding out the points, the national high points, down through the top 12, as your winner, Craig Montgomery in Team Spam, returns to the pits, and he will hoist the big trophy. So congratulations once again to our winner on the day. It's Craig Montgomery and Team Spam.